Hello. I'm just checking the audio and checking the video and making sure I don't look too blasted right now. I'm gonna move this a little bit. Dropping all my stuff. Okay. So I finally, this is note to self. This is note from Aileen to Aileen. Timestamp is 4/11 and it is December 21st. And I printed out my little notes and guide for my journey back to wellness, practical guides for massage therapists, massage therapy practical guides, and journey back to wellness, book 1, physical body, book 2, the mental mind. The mental mind. There you go. Book 2, the mental mind, and then book 3, the spiritual ascension. So, texting my friend for tonight. So, I just wanted to kind of, I always wanted to create something like the Jaguar Society, a place where you can get resources for wellness, because wellness is so important. As someone who got the cancers when I was 21, I had a little cancer scare. There you go, that's better. I had a little cancer scare at 21, and it really launched my interest in, wellness. Does that look better? No, it doesn't. It looks worse. Yeah, it's just like really washed out. Okay. Into wellness. And so these are some of the things I wrote down for the guide. And it's so interesting how I've been writing this stuff little by little. I've been making videos about this stuff little by little, and now I finally have a way that I like it, the way that I'm like a form, a structure. I have a structure to it. And my name's Aileen. I've been doing this for 8 years. I'm a massage therapist. I go to people's homes. I've worked at various spas throughout LA, and the thousands of people that I've had services with we always come back to the same questions, the same sort of how do you do this? How do you do that? What's this about? What's that about? It's like the same conversations over and 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 over again. Oh, 7:16, 10, really? Oh. 7:58. So with Sue, the mobile massage app, I've had over 700 services where I've gone to people's houses and massaged them. So it's over 700 different homes throughout LA County, and I got to meet different types of people, and I've gotten to connect with different cultures all around, and I really, really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed meeting everybody, and it's giving me a lot of things to write about and things to think about and inspirations. I've had a lot of good clients who've gone to tell me really nice things, who've offered a lot of consejos, a lot of try this, try that, try reading this book, you know, have you tried that? And I've also talked to a lot of people about things that they could do as part of their wellness journey to help them continue on this journey, and like not to just get a massage once in a blue moon because you can't get up that day, or because your back hurts that day, or because you can't turn your head that day. Like, to kind of continuously do something with your body and with their wellness in your life. So this is the book 1. This is going to be book 1, the physical body. And the physical body needs to be cleansed, nourished, relaxed in order to be effective. The physical body is a machine. It follows the programming in our DNA in order to function. Stress is the #1 killer because it can strain so many parts of the body. Having a relaxing routine needs to be part of our monthly life, especially for women. There needs to be a way for the body to relax in order to lower blood pressure, calm the mind, and to sleep better. Sleep is super, super vital. You know, sometimes because we live in the city, we have to use earplugs, we have to take Epsom salt baths. If you have a bath, you know, some people don't have baths, and I understand that. For people who don't have baths, I usually recommend like a bucket of Epsom salt and using like a towel, and then putting like the Epsom salt on you with the water, hot water, and just kind of like soak yourself over it with it. And then that motion of like self-care also helps like your mind and your body connect and realize that you're taking care of yourself and you care about yourself, because sometimes our body feels neglected when we're not taking care of ourselves, and it frustrates our body and our mind even more. I'm gonna write that one down because I actually don't have that one in there. Listening to healing vibrational music, also known as like sound baths. A lot of people are into that. A lot of people know about that. A lot of people love it. It's a very effective way to relax instantly. Sound is so effective when it comes to changing our vibration and changing our the way that we think, the way that we think and feel stress. So another way, shake it off, get in motion, you know, slow yoga, intentional walks. Like a lot of people right now are doing like hot girl walk, and I think the whole point of like hot girl walk is like not just to go outside, but to be intentional and to be physical, to get some sun, and to kind of encourage others around you, like, oh, let's go outside, because we're so used to being inside, and you know, we know things happen outside, especially in the city. There's so many of us out here all the time. We're always, in women, we're constantly like thinking about our safety, but at the same time, like, if you're just going out there to have a little walk and you're gonna come back home, and you know, you can feel more safe if you see that other people are doing it, you know. Swimming, you know, floating, actively floating, float lab, isolation tanks, trying out new things, like that's always cool too. Isolation tanks, there's a place called Float Lab in LA, and there's one in Venice, and I think there's also one like near Hollywood or Studio City. But it's really cool to experience that. If you haven't done that already, you basically get to be in this like isolated room where it's like 2 feet of Epsom salt water, which is like super dense Epsom salt water, and it forces your body to float because the density of the salt is so heavy. It's thicker than you, so you're like floating, And the only thing that's like sucks is like I didn't realize I had to use like this pillow to like float my head up, because yeah, it gets in your eye and then that totally like ruins your experience. Obviously Epsom salt is like literal salt, so it can get really annoying. I always cut off my tags. I hate that the tags are on like the side and they're like so long. So trying out new things. Shaking it off means like dancing, getting out there. Like tonight, my friends invited me to La Cita in downtown, so I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna go shake it off a little bit, have some fun, and like just chill out, you know, and meet other people and be around other people and enjoy music and, you know, just like have a good time. Get in motion, you know. So a lot of people I notice, like that's why the book 1, the physical body, a lot of people that come in for a massage and have a lot of back problems and have a lot of issues, it's because they're so busy like working that they don't, and like their home life is that they don't integrate a time to get physical. They don't integrate a time like to go to the gym or to go on walks or to go dancing or to go do extra stuff that's physical. And then I'm realizing now that I'm in my 30s that this is the time, 30 to 35, to really start solidifying the habits of like getting more physical. You know, this is like a smoothie. I've been drinking smoothies in the mornings. A way to really get out there so that you can kind of get used to it, because once you get into your 40s, it's harder to introduce new habits into your life. I've noticed, if you're not already used to it, you know. And so little by little, like this year, I've intentionally been going to the gym, been trying new workouts. I've learned how to do the barbell. And when you're more like physically, I don't want to say fit, but like more physical, then it really helps out a lot of other things. Like if you have really bad headaches, if you have stiffness, you know, it's stiffness in your shoulders, that's what affects your headaches. If you have really bad low back ache, a lot of the times it's because of the, you know, your leg muscles, and you're not connected enough to your core. And so, you know, it really helps. Massage also really helps. There's a lot of things in the massage world that you could try. There is like hot stone cupping, aromatherapy. You know, there's other additional things that people have tried, like steam cleanses, but like for your back door, and then for women for their front door. So like anal cleanses for men, and then yoni steam cleanses for women. It just really helps. Like the steam enters your body, and the water is made out of like different herbs, like rosemary and like other herbs that people put in there. Everybody has a different like mix. Like some people have rose petals, some people have, you know, different stuff in there. Like I keep wanting to say cilantro. That's not what I meant to say. I meant to say parsley. And there's different stuff you can make it out of if you look it up. But yeah, that basically helps like relax your, you know, those body parts, because those are the only like orifices, I guess, or openings besides our mouth, where, you know, you can actually help cleanse and relax it and stimulate to clean it. Because a lot of people are getting like colon cancer, a lot of people have like IBS, a lot of people have like issues back there with going to the restroom or not doing enough, or like constipating, you know. Number one, with the physical body, drinking water. Like, you know, now all of us have like, you know, a couple of these, so it's kind of like a constant reminder to like drink water. And I heard that in like Europe, a lot of people think it's weird that we drink so much water, but you really do need to drink water. You need to drink water to like, you know, get all the toxins out and stuff. I used to have like a lot of migraines as a teenager, and I used to be really, really active. I used to play a lot of handball and stuff, but my migraines were from stress more than anything. You know, I just had like, I didn't have a way to de-stress. And so I know that all these things sound like a lot of activity, but sometimes doing activities does help de-stress you, and then other times it just adds more stress because you're just doing and doing and doing and doing. So that's why I try to say, like, do things to force yourself to relax. You know, like an Epsom salt bath. Like, I don't like hot water, but I turn it up as high as I can, and I bathe in like a really, really, really hot, you know, with Epsom salt, and I stay in there for like 45 minutes. I listen to classical music, like Beethoven and stuff, like Mozart, you know, stuff, and then I'll flip over like every 10 minutes, you know, from face down, face up, face down, face up. And as I'm like turning over, I realize like how relaxing it is. Like, Epsom salt is made out of magnesium, and so the magnesium goes into your pores in your skin, and it physically relaxes your muscles. So that's why I always say, like, I always tell people, like, you know, take a bath, Epsom salt bath, and, you know, do that regularly. I try to do it at least once a month. I should probably do it once a week, but I try to do that so that I can, you know, help me relax if I'm not going to like a Korean spa or something like that. And that's another thing I love to talk to people about. Like, Korean spas are really economical. They're everywhere in LA County. When I went to Houston last year, I also found one out there. There's actually a couple, and they're not expensive. You could be there all day. You can use the facilities, which include like jacuzzis, hot, cold, hot sauna, steam sauna, and the healing rooms. And it really, really it's really helpful because it kind of just like, it's a place to get away, you know. You're away from your job, you're away from work, from your house, and like from your home life, and you just have a different place to decompress and de-stress. And the number one killer, people always say, is like stress, because it affects so many other things. Cortisol can affect so many things in your body, which is the one of the hormones for stress. And then it really helps, like, if you're a mom, a new mom, it'll really help to do things, to be mindful about certain things. And it's just a reminder that health is our greatest wealth. If COVID has taught us anything, it's that we must prioritize our health above anything and everything. Investing time and money and energy into our bodies will always benefit us and give us, you know, an exorbitant amount of investment in return, you know. So like, investing in our physical body promotes wellness to ourselves, of course, and then it shows the rest of the world, like our family, our children, and our partners, that we prioritize ourselves. So that's another thing that I really enjoy. I talk about it a lot. I post about it a lot on my Instagram, and I try to tell like everyone around me, you know, hey, do you want to go to the spa? Like, have you been to the spa? Have you checked out this place? Or, oh, you live right by this spa, you know, you live in Norwalk, there's a spa over there called the Pioneer Spa. Oh, if you live near downtown, there's a place called the Wee Spa. Like, that's 24/7. It's 4 stories and it has a rooftop lounge. It's like really nice to go there. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's like, you know, I like to say it's like the Disney of spas, because it's so massive. And then there's the one I live by in Torrance, which is the Riviera. That's like my personal favorite, the Riviera. And then there's different ones like all over. I've heard Olympic Spa, but I think you have to pay for a service to enter. You know, the ones I go to, you don't have to pay for a service. You could just enter and use the amenities, and that's enough. You know, I could be there for like 2-3 hours. They have a restaurant. You could eat something there, because you're gonna get hungry. Like, the more physical we get, the more hungry we get, because you're, you know, increasing your metabolism and stuff. So after we get through to the physical body, now we're entering the mental mind, the mental energy of our mind. And some of us have a lot more mental energy than others, and then vice versa. Some people have more physical energy than others, and they don't really like spend too much on like mental stuff or thinking about stuff. But the mental mind can be really, 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 can really affect you and it can affect when you're overthinking, when you're overstressed, like having too much on your mind all the time and not having a way to, you know, put it out or control it or organize your thoughts. You know, I have like 3 journals right now. One of them's a dream journal. Writing things out really helps. Writing things in my diary. You know, I have another one for like my work ideas and stuff. I'm constantly writing things in my notes app in my phone. You know, things to do, and then things that I'm like, oh shoot, you know, I have to do this, I have to do that. Utilizing my calendar on my phone, you know, because we get so caught up at like work and family and home, like as women, because we do a lot of the mental load. So like this is a lot more for like women, because I know a lot of women suffer more from like mental stress than like a lot of men that I know. So this is going to be part 2, book 2, the mental mind. And then up next would be part 3, the spiritual ascension, which is their spiritual hygiene practices. So I'll see you guys in part 2 for the mental mind. And thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like this video, share this video, and then make sure to subscribe, and then write a comment of anything that was helpful to you, and I would really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. This is something I've been working on for a long time, so I really appreciate you coming and watching this video today. So I'll see you guys. Have a good morning, good afternoon, good night, buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches. Bye.